distrust from our clients. Two of my clients are threatening brainstorm for us. Please, let's, so let's talk about the phase two sir. What has
Yes, it's afternoon, sir.
good afternoon, everyone.
So the issue of phase two, I'm so sure majority of you are so familiar with the challenges we are having with the access road. But I got a call Saturday. There are some of so that some of the stakeholders around us there are putting heads together to find a way to come in to fix the road. They called me and I said, for now, we are not going to be part of the road fixing. The first time we spent about 15 million naira to fix the road. The second time we did same. And now, and when we did what we did then, they all enjoyed the benefits. So it is now their turn to go and do what we have done. So if I see what they've done and if there's need for us to support them, we'll come in to support them. But so far, they are working on the road right now. I've not been there, but by Wednesday, I'll be there to see how far they've gone with the road. Then as soon as they are done, if the road is passable, we'll move into clear again, then we will allocate. Then what we have also done with phase two is to tell some of the clients that really want to get their land. If they don't mind, they can switch to extension. As I speak to you right now, the surveyors are on site for the phase one extension. It has been cleared and we are still clearing. And anyone that cannot wait anymore can come and get from extension. And last week Friday, some clients were taken to extension, and some of them took their land, and some are saying they will still wait for the phase two. But I can assure you, by March ending, whatever issue we are having with phase two will be sorted. But anyone that cannot wait can come and take from phase one extension. Thank you.
Phase two to phase one extension. Is there any clause or clauses attached, or is it direct movement? They believe for change of documents and
direct. Since the fault is from us, we'll bear all the change of documents and everything that will be on us.
That's perfect. And then you have one. What is the delay of allocation in Lekki?
Lekki Gold City, there is no delay. Is Femi around?
It's not around.
Okay. Whoever needs to get allocation, so whoever needs to get allocation in Gold City should liaise with Femi Aja, the Aja manager. So he's in charge of Gold City. And I also talked to the surveyor so that Femi, Ayo and the surveyor can work together. Then they fix a date for Gold City allocation. So, is that okay?
Are we good with that? Somebody is also asking about what are the documentation for the documentation in for Lekki Gold City. For how long are we going to wait when it's going to be ready?
We are all familiar with that terrain, and we all know the challenges with documentation of land documentation in Lagos State. And I think I've said this before. The issue we had was that government stops editing extension in Lagos, and we are pushing for accommodation. And we've spent money, and we are still pushing. So the issue we had we had issue with two of our sites, which is the Gold City and Sokoto. And the issue with Sokoto is an issue of somebody trying to, how do I put it now, greed, trying to forcefully take over the land. So we had to come in and it cost us so much. So at the point we had to choose between saving either of the two, which is Sokoto and Gold City. So because of the prime status of that Sokoto land, we had to quickly, like, you go to somebody to request for two things, and that person is telling you which one do you really want right now. Because of the strategic location of that land, we have to quickly say, if we don't do that, we'll lose that land. And I can tell you, between now and let's say another 3 years, a plot of land in those city will be worth about 100 million. So we don't want to lose that land. So we have to please sir, help us on this one. So it costs us money, hundreds of millions. So far, we are in good position as far as the Okegbenro land is concerned. So since they are done with that, sir, please, we are on it. I can assure you we are on it. We invested so much on that project, and we can't afford to lose the project. And we have people we are talking to. We are on ground. The major thing is for you to be available for your business. We are available. We are on ground. It's our investment. It's one of our prime projects, and I can assure you we are working on it. I can't put a timeline to when the document will be ready, but I can assure you we are working on it. But the issue we should have gotten it by now. But the issue was that we have to choose between Okegbenro and the Good City. But because if we don't do what we did with Okegbenro, by now we'll have lose that land. You can imagine so far we have about almost about 25 acres of land. If you multiply 25 by let's even say 5, Mr. Abdul, you are good in mathematics. So how many plots are we talking about? Sorry?
125.
125 plots. So multiply 125 by 100 million. You can imagine how big that investment is. So, so we have to really do that, and I can assure you we are on it. But I cannot put a timeline to when the document will be ready. But we are surely getting it. So just pray along with us to, so that everything will just work well to our favor. So we are on it.
So with the current inflation that is ongoing, that is affecting the nation right now, and the impact on the real estate business, and then we're now asking that is affecting even the company. That what can we do, sir, as a marketer? What can we do to help all our ongoing transactions? That the person who has 6 months stipulated time to pay up, and then within that 6 months, we realize that the prices of building materials has increased and all that. Is there any way that those people within that stipulated time that they won't be affected? That it will be the new subscriber? That what can the management do for us as a
Because it's really
marketer?
affecting
Somehow as a marketer it has been affecting so many of us. We've not been having the power from all these people. Because we are saying, okay, since the one that they are doing that is not completed and somehow they are doing a price review and all that. So what can we do as a management?
Thank you very much. See, the issue of development fee is a very critical issue when it comes to real estate business. You all know that all the products, be it land or house, once you pay in, till you finish your payment, the price will not increase. If you are selling a 2-bedroom for 2 million naira, if you key in with just 10,000 naira, till you finish, if you don't default, till you finish paying, the price will not change. But developments, you see, we realize that so we realize that it's a general problem. It's not only peculiar to Arcview alone. The majority of you market other products, and I'm so sure it's the same way it happens in Arcview, it's the same way it's happening in all other companies. So the issue is not peculiar to Arcview alone. But one thing in Arcview that we try to do is to not put so much burden on our clients. To every business transaction, there's always a human face. So to most things you do here, we put human face. And some of us that it's not about some don't have the courage to just walk up to the CEO and say, CEO, I have this challenge, how can you help me out? And the same thing with me. But to some of us that do someone courage to like, CEO, please, I have this issue. You can attest to the fact that he's always showing, he has always shown concern. Like, CEO, I have this issue. How do you help me? I don't want to lose this client. Okay, don't worry, if you do it this way, don't worry, if you do it that way. And it has same with me as well. Sometimes if I want to be diplomatic, so that there's an adage in Yoruba that says, if you are frying granules for a blind man, as you are frying the granules, you have to be whistling, so that the blind man will know that you are not putting something in your mouth. So sometimes I'm like, go and be the CEO. The reason why I do that is for you to balance the transaction. You understand? So some of us that someone's sorry to come to me can also testify. They can also testify or attest to the fact that I sometimes, waging to make sure that everything is normal. So the issue of development is not something that can be managed. But we're also sensitive. We're sensitive to some of these challenges. That was the reason why we came up, when we came up with the new one, that's the Okegbenro project. We are not charging anyone for development. So that when I started, it was, so the real estate business in Nigeria is somehow so volatile. So for you to remain in business, you have to be, diplomatic. So with that, we're like, okay, fine. For this Okegbenro project, I'm not going to charge anyone development levy. So by the time the estate is ripe for development, you now sit down. And at that time, I pray the bag of cement goes back to 1,000 naira. So the bag of cement. If a bag of cement is 1,000 naira, that makes it easier for everybody. But unfortunately, if a bag of cement is maybe 20,000 naira, so we all have to bear it. So I can tell you that what we take as developmental fee or charges, we always add to that money. We always add. The identification we have done in Treasure Phase 1 alone, what we have taken from clients as developmental fee is not even up to 1/10 of what we spend on identification. And we are working on, by now, we should have started a major road in the estate, that's the Treasure Phase 1. But the people handling the drainage, what they did is a very bad job. I had to stop them. I want to bring in a professional. See, we are in a very modern age. And nobody people do things the same way and expect a different result. It's not a village. It's fine. The estate is affordable. The estate is low income earners. But that doesn't mean we should make the place strong. So I want to bring in professionals that they've done one side of the drainage. The professional guys will come in to start the other section. Then, as soon as we are done with the drainage, we move in for the road. Either we interlock the road, or we need the rigid pavement like what we did in Bluestone, or we put asphalt. Those are the three major types of road that we have in Nigeria. They are the interlock, the rigid pavement, and the asphaltic road. So you can imagine some people pay as low as 400, 500 for developmental fee in Treasure Phase 1. Then when they paid that money, the bag of cement was being sold for 1,800. You can imagine what the bag of cement is being sold for now. So now, for someone that has paid 500,000 again, can we go to such person and like, sorry, when you paid that 500, the bank was on 7, but now it's 7,500. So that the person should come and add money. Will they listen to us? They won't. They won't. So that is just the reason or the idea behind the issue of this development. You see, the thing is, when a client is paying on installments, you go to, they pay, they send you the receipts, you are happy, you process the receipt, you get your commission. As they are paying with, as in, it's not easy for them, they are struggling, they are paying. As they are paying, you are collecting your commission, you are happy. No, the day they finish paying, and they can't get their land, then there will be trouble. So there is a difference between them paying for the land, then there's another thing paying for development levy. The first obligation is for them to buy the land. The second one is to pay the developer levy. And majority of these clients are buying for investment purposes, especially those ones that are buying land. Some of them just want to buy. They have the money, they don't want to spend the money. So maybe they want to resell later, or they want to keep the land. Some will decide later. So